The market is rallying. Where are we now? Let's get straight to it. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Waj. We are back with the five-figure escape. I can't remember what episode this is. It's actually been a couple of weeks since the last video. A couple of reasons for that. I've been a little bit busy with work, but also I went on vacation and also then ended up going to Token 2049, which is really, really nice to meet some of you guys who watch my videos regularly, but also meeting a bunch of builders, founders, and teams across the space that I'm very, very fond of. Well, first of all, market has been rallying and Bitcoin is somehow back above 100,000, now at 101,000. We saw Trump today kind of tweet or speak out saying, better go out and buy stocks now, as well as the US removing tariffs on the UK steel industry, aluminium as well. And so I guess like overall, you know, with this kind of sentiment and of course Bitcoin kind of performing well, we've seen, as you can see, a ton of green today especially, but also in the recent weeks as well. And so that's why the portfolio is doing a little bit stronger than we have seen before. A slow uptrend from February to March across the month of April, and now today with a nice big pump across the board, as you can see. Now a couple of things have happened in that time frame. First of all, we did get the IOTA Airdrop. It is a small amount overall in the grand scheme, but I did think that it was worth adding because I assume that many of you also were able to get this airdrop. All you had to do was partake in some activity on the testnet and you would be eligible. Now I have got this in it and I have actually paired it with some USDC and I am earning a triple-digit APR on it right now, which should hopefully compound over time. Similarly with IBGT, you know, that is earning a colossal APR right now as well, and that is compounding over time. We have Uga as well, which again is a long-term hold for now, unless something drastic happens. So we've got that in the portfolio. The only other addition that you would have noticed is Hype. And Hyperliquid has been a wonderful performer. In fact, I believe it is now becoming a consensus trade. It is one of the assets that liquid funds are holding the most of right now, or allocating towards the most right now. Has been very, very fortunate with some fantastic price action over the last couple of weeks especially. We could probably demonstrate this a little bit. If I show you the Hype chart over here, we can kind of see how it has performed really, really strongly. Now in this kind of blue zone now where I think we're going to consolidate between and maybe look to reach the top of this zone, maybe call it between $26 and $28. So kind of let's see what happens. But I think Hyperliquid, or Hype, the Hype token I should say, is an easy one to hold right now, especially when you consider its dominance over everyone else, doing 30 billion in the last week, 10x higher than the rank number 2 and rank number 3 perps markets. This is slightly inaccurate because there is a second market right now which is doing really, really, really well, which is lighter. More on that later, but that's basically where we are at the moment when it comes to portfolio allocation. We probably do need to start taking some risks as well, and given the market is a little bit more risk on right now in its current form. So we will see where we can allocate, and I'm very keen on hearing what some of you guys have to offer if you want to give me some ideas on certain assets that are worth allocating to. I'm in the mindset that actually right now the market is, whilst it's doing well, isn't healthy in the sense that you want to just long all alts right now. And so I'm not necessarily looking out to pick the smallest low cap and kind of work my way in. I don't think we're at easy mode right now, although there have been a few alts that really have surprised me over the last couple of weeks per se, that are up multiple 100%. And I do feel bad for missing them because I could have really made some solid progress getting back into the 5-figure mark as well. Despite that, you know, I have actually got this to share with everyone. It's me and a bunch of folks kind of talking about some of our takes from Token 2049, talking about some of the assets that we're interested in. Hype was definitely mentioned there as well. So yeah, I think that's kind of where we are right now. There are a few protocols that I am farming for airdrops. One of them is Lighter, as I just mentioned before, another one being Ostium. I do really think that these are two applications that I think will have pretty juicy airdrops in due time, and I do think it is worth farming. I think the Hyperliquid EVM as a whole has some really interesting applications, many of which are tokenless, and I do think there is some value in using some of these apps. And so that's kind of one thing that I also recommend, to try and use some of those different applications. Perhaps what I'll do is I'll cover a video, or I'll do a video covering a bunch of these different Hyper EVM applications, and you can kind of have a look at some of them that are worth using, because I think airdrops are certainly going to be a key component of how I'm going to grow this portfolio up to let's say the 5-figure mark and beyond that as well. And at that point, then we can compound those gains, I should say, and hit those 2-3x's that we need to consistently grow this and get ourselves back to that 100k mark, which is the end goal. So yeah, nothing really much to update you other than a couple of things there. Let me know what your thoughts are. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back with another update in June.